Hey everybody, I'm Pav Bryan and you're watching another short video on how to lead and follow or draft him. So thank you again to Natasha, and she's brought a friend this time. They'll be doing the demonstration. Makes it a lot easier because you're going to be able to see some really good and effective changes in position between these two. So the person on the front needs to obviously ride in a logical pathway at a sort of constant pace. The person behind needs to be as close as possible to that wheel. I find the best place to look is over the shoulder if you can see, or actually at the shoulders or hips of the person in front. You're going to be able to see from changes in their body position whether there's any hazards potentially coming. You're also looking down at the wheel in front, I find is quite nerve-wracking because you're not able to see any reactions from the person. Someone might sit up in front of you. This is an alert sign that they're going to be braking soon. When you're ready to pull off the front, maybe you've done a couple of minutes, you'll have agreed this, or even maybe not, you'll have an idea of how long you're going to do. You need to just make sure that where you're pulling off into is safe to do so. So on a public highway, this is going to be obviously over your right shoulder, under your right arm. Just make sure there's not a car that's about to take you out. It's also good to have a little look to make sure there's nobody behind you crossing your wheel, which it's stupid for the person behind if they're doing that, because you are pretty much giving yourself no chance. And you know it's coming as well, because you know that's exactly what the person in front's going to do. So more for you at the end of the day. So if it's safe for you to pull off, so you're going to pull off into the right on a public highway, open public highway, and then allow yourself to ease up gently to get on the back of the person behind, or if it's a massive group, their wheel. I like the idea where you stick quite close to each other, even on the side. That's the least amount of wind in between you will make you an awful lot more sort of aerodynamic. So when you're pulling off to the right, you're coming down and you're just making it easier on your friend. So on closed roads, you can actually come off into the wind, and what that will allow is for everybody behind you to get a little brief break from the wind itself. Again, don't do that obviously on open public highway, because if you pull off to the left right now, if Natasha was to do that, she would be binning her bike big time. So one of the questions that Natasha asked me was, in the event that they are riding along, they've got a small alliance, they're triathletes, so they might be far behind from their swim, and they want to catch up to be in a good position for their run. So maybe they've forged a small alliance with someone, and this can be in any situation. It can be in a breakaway, bridging a gap, anything like that. What's the best sort of tactic there? Well, you need to make sure that you're going to get to the end first of all. So if you're on the front and you're tiring very quickly, you need to be talking to the person or people you're riding with, because you're only going to be as strong as your weakest rider. This is crucial. You really don't want to be trying to grab on the back of that wheel tired. It's just not going to happen. If someone in another situation is just not willing to do the work, what do you do? And that's quite tricky. You've got two options really. You can either try and drop them, which is probably going to be very difficult, or you can slow up so much that actually the person behind either is forced to do work, or you're just going to inevitably end up back in the group behind. But hopefully you're not going to have that situation, because both of you are going to realise that actually you're there to be a team. Even if you don't finish as a team, you need to be working together. So that is pretty much it. I'm glad that finally I've managed to do a video with very little cloud in the sky. Thank you for watching. Thanks to Natasha and her friend. If you've enjoyed watching this, please do like, please comment, and please share. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me on coach@pavbryan.com. And I look forward to hearing from you.